first time with us here in this webinar? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Yes, I do have some people say they are the first time here. Welcome to this webinar. Let me tell you more about what we do. We have a daily webinar where Jin will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for a very specific currency for each day. So Monday is the Aussie and New Zealand, Tuesday is the Euro, Wednesday is the Pound, Thursday Yen and Gold, and Friday the Canadian Dollar. Now, today is Thursday, so Jin will be speaking about the yen pairs and gold. As you'll be taking us through different time frame, this webinar is going to be very beneficial to both long-term investors and short-term traders. During this session, Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlight potential targets and risk. However, a disclaimer, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Now, quick introduction to Jin. Jin is the founder of LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. Jin runs LCMS Traders, where he coaches traders on how to trade Forex to be consistent and profitable. And also Forex Briefcase, which are managed account services, where Jin trades at AUM more than 12 million US dollar on a daily basis. Now, Jin has been invited to speak on many stages globally, like Hong Kong, Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, to give his views on what's happening in the forex market. Now, before we continue on, I would like to run a second poll. The second poll on how do you get to know this webinar here. Okay, so while you're filling up the poll, I would like to take this opportunity to share with you about LCMS Traders Club. Let me group here. You know, this is a LCMS Traders Club is our private group on Facebook where we teach, guide, signal, coach you to be a better and more profitable trader. This is really the place to be, regardless of whether you are new, experienced, part-time, or full-time trading. If you have joined us from the Telegram channel, you have been enjoying our trade signals. Now, absolutely free, right? So a question you might have is where you're told when to get into a trade, you do not know where to exit. Now, in the Traders Club, we not only give you the trade signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also tell you the strategy behind the signals and actually guide you on where to exit with specific reasons. So that in the long run, you will not only earn from the signals, you will learn how to trade better. Now, for example, like this here, yesterday we issued a sell New Zealand USD at 0.7204. We have a stop loss and take profit targets here. You can see not only that, we give you the reasons why and analysis why we enter the trade or the sell trade, and when it hit TP1 here on the 20 pips, we suggest you secure the profits basing on the market conditions. Now, if you want to learn new strategies or require some coaching, we also have members only live Zoom sessions on Monday and Wednesdays evening. On Monday, we run through trade ideas, teach you new strategies, update you on recent market and economic developments. Right, this session on Monday Singapore time 8 p.m. or GMT plus 8 is really the opportunity to pick Jin's brain on pretty much any trading related questions that you might have. And also on Wednesday, which was yesterday, we will run live trading sessions so that you, the trader, can trade together with Jin and see how he trades as well. And while doing that, you can trade together. It's a trading together session. Now, lastly, we have a wide range of analysis for our club members. We have the weekly currency correlation table here. We have seen. We also have the daily watch list. We have the breaking news analysis and many, many more. And also we got trade ideas. We have trade ideas and the signals also putting in here. So much more to put everything in the club to provide you the best information, will shortcutting your way to trading success. Now, with this, how do you join this club here? It's very simple. To join the group, the link will be pasted on the chat. All you gotta do is tradersclub.lcms.com.sg. All right, it is indeed a paid subscription of only USD 199 a year. But really, if you calculate out, it's really less than $1 a day. And with all the information there, it will more than cover and be profitable for you, in fact. Now, if you're facing any uncertainty in your trading, taking any risk on your trades, you definitely need to join the club now to get some guidance towards profit and get some coaching to improve on your confidence and strategy immediately. So now, while you are signing up for the club, let me now hand over to Jin for the yen and gold analysis.
Okay, so I have to sit like that so that you can see my background. If not, when I sit straight, then I cover up one number, you only get 8%, not 88%. Right. Today is Lee Chun, so there is a promotion happening for deposits. Reach out to those on you who are on a MAM, reach out to your account managers and they can tell you more about that. But on to more serious matters, let's look at the news, let's look at the markets, what's happening. ForexTradingAsia.com, hey there, look at the economic calendar. And then scroll down, we're done with Monday, done with Tuesday, Wednesday we're done, and now we are on Thursday, looking at the yen pairs, looking at gold, what could move prices. Let's look at it. We know we've spoken to death about the Bank of England rates decision, went into detail with the club members last night as well. So, club members, you guys know how to trade that news event. Um, if you didn't join the session last night, then make sure you catch the video that will be uploaded soon. Other things to look out for tonight is the US jobless claims from 847 to 830K. Looks like not much change. And then, you can see not a lot of news happening coming from the US side. Main thing here, we are on Thursday. So the main thing back to focus on is the non-farm payrolls tomorrow. Okay, you can see apart from non-farm payrolls, not a lot of other news all the way to 9:30 tomorrow. We have non-farm payrolls was average hourly earnings 0.8 was 0.8 expected to be 0.3, so looking at some upside but not huge. And then non-farm payrolls was minus 140k, expected 50k, so looking at some recovery, but you know it's only a slight 50k, it's only a slight recovery there. And US unemployment rates looking to stay at 6.7%. Well, what does all this mean in terms of the US dollar strength or weakness? I think that we might actually see, if those recovery numbers do come around, we might actually see some short to medium term strength in the US dollars. Okay, some short to medium term strength in the US dollars. But what this translates to in terms of the charts is looking at the US yen here. You know, if we do see that US dollar strength come around, bouncing off this 105 level, it's been sitting there. It's been sitting there now for almost a whole week. It came up early into the week, sitting at 105 resistance level now. if this holds, if this holds, we could actually see, probably not today, maybe tomorrow with non-farm payrolls, we could see it bounce off this 105 level towards 106. Okay, so we could see that upward move towards 106. Probably move this a little bit there. Um, you're looking to buy above 105.15, above 105.15, 20, 30 pip stop loss for that 80 pip take profit level. Okay, so if it's a 20 pip stop loss or even a 30 pip stop loss to an 80 pip take profit level, you're looking at an almost 1:3 risk reward ratio there. And it does look like it's sitting in consolidation right now at 105. So that upside potential is quite possible. However, there's always that flip side, and keep flexible. Be prepared for that flip side. If we do see disappointing non-farm numbers, disappointing non-farm data coming from the US, we could see, that US dollar weaken. Okay, surprise, surprise. If we see a weak data, we could see dollar weaken, and if it does weaken, coming back off this 105 now support level, we could see it come back into this 104 region. So that could look something like that. Zooming it in a little bit. Okay, so it could look like you would have to wait a little bit more below 104 below 104.90, you'll be looking at again a 25 pip stop loss, 30 pip stop loss for that 70 pip take profit level. Okay, so upside, downside, dependent, highly dependent on that non-farm payroll data. Looking at the euro yen on the other hand, we spoke about this yet last night again for Traders Club members. That 126 support level, it looks like it's held. It tested that over two candles and bounced off right now. At this point, I think that we might actually see it sit across for a little bit. We might see it sit across slightly downwards for a little bit before possibly bouncing back into that towards that 127 resistance level again. We've seen it happen a few times last week. It tried to sit here before moving back up. It tried to come down before moving back up again. I think that we might see it sit across at about 126.30. Okay, at about 126.30, I'll be looking to see if you buy at 126.50. So above 126.50, stop loss 20 pips, take profit 70 pips again. You're again looking at that above 1:3 risk reward ratio. Remember, quick disclaimer again. I'm going through at this point right now. Yen pairs look like there's a lot of trading opportunities. Okay, a lot of trading opportunities on the yen pairs. Um, I would say be quite selective in terms of which pairs you're going to be jumping into. If you jump into all the trades across the board, then make sure you manage your risk. Make sure you know why you're jumping into a trade, not just because of what we're saying here, but make sure you're jumping into a trade because of specific um, analysis, reasons, and then manage your risk, and also most importantly your lot sizing. Okay, so euro yen, I do feel that above that 126.50 level, we could see that 70 pip upside for a 20 pip stop loss. Any downside risk on the euro yen at this point, I feel that it's still relatively far away from 126 as a support level. If it does break, a bit unlikely. If it does break, then we could see that downside move. I feel that with the US yen possibly bouncing off 105, upward move on the US yen could actually drag the euro yen up together with it. Now looking at the pound yen, this week it actually came back down um, towards that 143 level. It looks like there's some sort of a chart pattern forming here. I think that if we do see that break out, okay, very short interim support level here at 143.20 to see if it bounces off this point. See that chart pattern. All right. So if it comes there and it bounces back up above that, we could see it. I would like to see it go back up and test 144 again. If it doesn't, however, if it sits there in consolidation, I think the pound yen, probably we're going to see that move happen earlier than the other pairs because we have the Bank of England rate decision tonight. How the pound is going to move is going to influence how the pound yen moves. So that's going to happen before the non-farm payrolls, one whole day before the non-farm payrolls. If you haven't caught my analysis on the pound, on the Bank of England rate decision, they're most likely going to hold it at 0.1%. The talk now is whether they're going to head into negative rates territory. With that analysis, if they do talk about negative rates, we could see significant pound weakening in the pound dollar, so that might actually drag the pound yen downwards. Again, if it does break below 143.20, or let's say break below 143, let's be a little bit safer, break below 143, you could be looking at that 40 pip stop loss for the 160 pip take profit level. I don't think you'll get to 160 pips in a rush, but having that take profit level at 160, 1 is to 40 40 to 160 risk reward ratio, 1 is to 4, will give you that opportunity to get out of a trade anywhere in between that point. Okay, so wait for that to happen on the Bank of England rate decision, and also whether they have any commentaries about the negative rates. At this point now, if it does, if they don't talk about negative rates, we could see some strengthening of the pound dollar, which could move the pound yen back up towards that 144 resistance level. That's not a very big move upwards, only about 70 to 80 pips upwards move. So keep your stops very tight for that. You probably want to wait for the news, look at the news before you jump into any trades there. So very quickly went through the US yen, the euro yen, and also the pound yen on the H4 time frame. Right now, looking at gold, look at how gold has been doing. Okay, on the daily time frame, gold has broken that one, the 1845 support level. It's broken at 1845 support level. I know right now there are a few of you who are super keen on trading gold. The next support would be at 1773. Okay, so I think that barring any surprises, it looks like everything seems to have settled a little bit. People seem to be a bit more comfortable with how the markets are performing. That move away from reserve, the move away from the reserve commodity seems to be in motion. So we look like it could be heading down towards 1773. It looks like it could be heading down towards 1773. However, at this point, my play on gold will not be to trade it down towards 1773. My play for gold will be to look at how far down it can go before looking for buying opportunities. I would be more interested to buy at 1773 rather than to sell it down to 1773. Good value at 1773 to buy, with still that upside potential back towards 1845 and 1954. And if you do believe the hype, it could get up to that previous high of 2062 again. All right, so still looking for buying opportunities on gold rather than to take advantage of that short-term move downwards. So very quickly went through all that analysis. Super clear about H4. I wouldn't be looking at gold on the H4 or the H1 time frame. We referred to that quickly with the club members, but in general, I would look for gold as more on the daily time frame charts. Any other questions? If not, thank you all. I'll pass it back to Daniel.
Thank you very much, Jin. Very nice trade ideas on the euro yen, US yen, and the pound yen. Now, I'd like to launch a poll. Let us know what you think of these sessions today. So for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded in the LCMS Traders YouTube channel. Thank you for joining these sessions today. So tomorrow is a Friday when we'll be talking about the Canadian dollar. So looking forward to see you then tomorrow, same time. Bye.